My name is Kristin Windsor, and I have discovered a brand new medical condition, basically a neurological miracle that I am calling Adaptable Consciousness Condition, or ACC for short. Adaptable Consciousness Condition is when the neurophysiological applications of consciousness divergently develop and ultimately create multiple persons inhabiting one body, where the 13 aspects of personhood, referring to the pyramid of personhood that I've created, exist in multiplicity. Multiple aspects of, or multiple pyramids of personhood exist within one body, where the 13 aspects of her personhood exist multiplied. I began researching neuroscience in 2017 after being diagnosed with dissociative identity disorder, and began discovering that the diagnosis doesn't actually explain anything about the condition. It doesn't really explain what's happening inside. It doesn't provide a framework to create effective healing modalities. It didn't answer any of the questions I had about my life experiences. And so adaptable consciousness condition it explains the neuroscience of living with multiple inner persons. And so the three core concepts, or three key aspects of adaptable consciousness condition, are the social engagement system and memory systems, and the way that this connects with emotions and other aspects of the brain-body region engagement through regulation and activation of things. And so the social engagement system, according to the polyvagal theory, has these 5 particulars along it. The central state is a socially engaged state, engaging the ventral vagal system. And then the next one over is immobilization without fear. And that's when things like intimacy can happen. And then the next one down is immobilization with fear. And then on the other side of socially engaged is mobilization without fear. And that's where things like being competitive and playful like that can happen. And then the next one over is mobilization with fear. And so these 5 states of social engagement, according to the polyvagal theory, what happens is they divergently develop through the neurophysiological applications of consciousness, so that each one is experienced by a separate person. Adaptable consciousness is the human brain-body system and consciousness that is housed within the brain-body system attempting to evolve. It is completely miraculous. Completely miraculous. And so the social engagement system divergently develops, and that is the core central feature of adaptable consciousness condition. Everything else kind of stems from there. The second primary aspect is a division of memory systems. And so the style in which memories are processed, they're not integrated. The memories don't know about one another. And so depending on the state of consciousness that is being experienced, memories will be processed and accessed in a different way. It's amazing. And so different types of inner persons will have different types of memory access and different styles of processing new experiences into memories. So adaptable consciousness condition is associated with the social engagement system divergently developing, so that each aspect of the five different styles of autonomic activation are experienced by completely different persons inside of one body. And then along with that is a division of memory systems. Purely miraculous. And with all of these different things, different emotions and hormones and regulation, neurotransmitters, different experiential sensations can be accessed and experienced and processed and things. In some states of consciousness, I cannot recognize myself. In some states of consciousness, everything feels scary. Life itself feels scary. In some states of consciousness, I only have access to certain emotions like anger and irritability. And even if I'm doing things that would otherwise be enjoyable, etc., or even if I'm looking at something that would otherwise bring me joy and connection, I can't get there. It's really profoundly miraculous. So adaptable consciousness condition is a condition that I've discovered where the vagus nerve and other aspects of brainstem engagement divergently develop, and all of the things that make us a person don't connect and end up creating multiple persons experiencing life through one body. Divergent development of the brainstem, and then divergent development of other aspects of brain body region development and engagement, and it creates a miracle. Every individual on the planet living with a multi-conscious mosaic mind, I love how my cat follows me, is a complete miracle, a profound, beautiful, wonder-filled, expansive miracle. Total miracle. Total miracle. Adaptable consciousness condition is a miracle. And my hope is to work with neuroscientists to learn more about this miracle. I would love to collaborate with neuroscientists so we can use this new insight not only to develop the concept of adaptable consciousness condition and learn more about that, but to learn more about how memories work. Like, I've discovered that the style of emotional state of being and the style of autonomic nervous system engagement affects the way memories are processed. And so if 5 people are having the same experience, and for some reason they all had like very similar consciousnesses, the memories could still be processed very differently depending on their emotional state and their nervous system state of activation and regulation in that moment. And this is like really, really wild to me. It's really cool to me. It would be so cool to collaborate with neuroscientists and explore memories and brain hemispheric engagement and different aspects of integration related to the way different aspects of the brain work together and what happens when they're not able to communicate with one another. And yeah, I think it would just be really amazing. I think we can learn a lot about human brains and bodies in general while we look more into adaptable consciousness condition. The alpacas agree. The alpacas agree. I think a lot of insight about human beings in general could be gained as we explore adaptable consciousness condition. Yeah. So thanks for joining me. And yeah. My mind is everywhere and nowhere. Everywhere and nowhere at the same time. So please feel free to share this video. I'd love to connect with neuroscientists. If you'd like to support our healing journey endeavors, you can explore our content at patreon.com/artistryofexistence. And if you'd ever like to hang out through an audio call, I do offer consciousness consulting services and would be honored to connect with you along your everyday healing journey of life. I love you, and I'll see you next time.